I had a revelation this morning. When I got divorced, I was in my early 40s. I became a single mom to my 10-year-old son. My ex and I had a very amicable relationship, and we shared custody. And as a woman, I did struggle at first. But I started a business. I did a lot of healing work on myself. And I raised my son to be a wonderful young man. But the two places that have always been less than whole in my life have been relationships and finances. And on the wheel of life, those are opposite each other. So isn't that interesting? Finances, I've always made it. My needs have always been met. But there has never been the opportunity to get ahead fully. And I just do the best that I can. I'm not late on anything. So I'm not complaining, I'm just stating that there is room for improvement there. So that if I chose to do something on the spur of the moment, the finances would be there. And that's not currently the situation. And relationships. I think we've all had interesting perspectives with relationships. And the one thing I knew when I got divorced was that I needed to heal that part of me that settled. I didn't want to settle anymore. So as I said, I went to seminars and workshops and retreats and healed a lot. But I didn't date. I didn't put myself out there, I guess. Or I wasn't approachable. I don't know. I've never figured that part out. Men say they want a strong woman, but then when they get one, they go, ooh, and they revert to name calling because we're as intelligent or more so intelligent in some situations than they are. So I reflected on that. When the pandemic hit, I realized I needed a rest. So I took that opportunity and I did a lot of reading and again took some online classes and somehow put myself out there. In the midst of a pandemic, I opened my heart and said, I am ready. And I'm a healer, so I was doing that work on a daily basis, sending out healing to all those that needed it, knowing that everyone is surrounded in their life's journey, and that it be peace-filled. And in doing that, I tapped into an old friend. We hadn't spoken in 5 years, and then that had only been on and off. I reached out to him and said, hey, are you okay? I just was doing some healing work and you came up and just want to know if you're okay. And his response was that he was not, and he was going through some health challenges. And he knew I was a healer. Long story short, he ended up coming here because he lived in another state. And we did some intensive healing work for 10 days. And then he went back home. And we kept conversations going. And pretty soon he was coming back and forth, or I was going back and forth. And this person that I'd known from my youth and I were once again reconnecting. And I really felt something that I hadn't felt in years. And at about 5 months in, there was a huge red flag, and I stopped and said, no, that behavior is not okay. Long story short, I ended that relationship. And immediately, I was beating myself up because once again, I had settled. And so once again, I went within to do the work on me because he was who he was. He presented himself in a way that I thought I knew who he was, and I was remembering him from my youth as well. When I dug deep, there were small red flags that I didn't see or didn't want to see. It had been 19 years. I had been celibate for 19 years. So maybe there were things in the relationship that I really enjoyed. But that's not where this story is going. I've worked on that, I've healed that, I've forgiven him. And yet there was this little small piece of me that was fearful that I may attract that again. And this morning I was watching something on social media and it clicked. I had not had the same reaction. I had stopped it first, right there, when it happened, immediately, and said, no, this behavior is unacceptable. And I threw his ass out and said, no, this behavior is unacceptable. So I had, in fact, done what I had set out to do. However, in my mind, I had thought, okay, the next time I have a relationship, I'm really going to pay attention. Instead of saying, in my next relationship, it is going to be filled with so much love and kindness and respect. There is going to be mutual adoration for one another. We are going to praise each other in our strengths. I was asking for a relationship that I would know that I had not yet again settled, and that was exactly what I manifested. Jesus. You know, I teach this, and yet I had fallen into a crack, which just goes to show that we're always students, even when we teach. That is my revelation today. I don't know if that will help you somewhere in your life, but I was immediately instructed, gut feeling. I knew that I had to record these thoughts. My wish for you is that you awaken to what it is you truly want. A healthy, loving, kind life. Life's journey is filled with ups and downs. Our perception to the things that are presented to us, to the situations that are presented to us, the way we react to them. Cause and effect. It's a spiritual law. If you are kind, you will call in kindness. If you're an asshole, you will call in all kinds of bullshit. Be diligent with your life. If you are unhappy, no one but you can make the choice to change that. I know it sucks, right? See yourself as a winner in life. Recognize the riches that you have are not always dollars. They're families and friendships and homes, a great meal, a good conversation. My wish for you is to live an authentic, truth-filled life. For when we are authentic with ourselves, we are authentic with others. We speak our mind with grace, with peace. We judge not. We keep our side of the street clean. Oh, what a magical day it is. I hope your heart is filled with so much love, so much joy. Blessings. Namaste. Oh, and by the way, the music in the background I own. It is on my CD, Journey of Inner Awakening. Thank you.